Okay, coolest, brace yourself. Everything is exploding at once. Camp Nou, elections, Pep Guardiola, Xavi, Pedri, transfers, the biggest stories of the season just dropped in the same week. So, let's dive in. Barça fans, it's finally happening. After 2.5 years on Montjuic, Barcelona is coming home, back to the Spotify Camp Nou. And listen, if this moment gives you goosebumps, if Camp Nou returning makes your heart beat faster, smash that like button. Flick's team will step onto our stadium once again this Saturday against Athletic Club. Whether the Champions League game can also be played here, still unclear. Everything depends on the board's talk with UEFA. And now the bombshell. Ticket prices for the comeback match are absolutely wild. The cheapest seats behind the goal or in the corner start at $199. Prices climb all the way to €589 for the main tribune. And that's not even premium. VIP seats with box access hit €1,000. Socios get a 20% discount, which softens the blow a bit. The club is also sorting out season passes. 23,000 socios will keep special reduced prices because they held memberships during the Montjuic years. Camp Nou is opening its doors again, but the comeback won't be cheap. Barça fans, the financial impact of returning on Spotify Camp Nou is massive. This season's budget already includes €222 million in stadium revenue, and coming back to Camp Nou basically guarantees Barça will hit that target. Demand is huge, and the club believes they might even beat the forecast. Plus, no more Montjuic expenses. Over 2 seasons, Barça spent around €25 million there, almost €500,000 per match. That's why the club is pushing hard in negotiations with UEFA to play the final 2 Champions League home games at Camp Nou as well. And what does this mean off the pitch? The Bottega will explode with sales again. Commercial revenue will rise, and this is another big step toward getting back to La Liga's 1-to-1 financial fair play rule. The club is also expecting the remaining €30 million from the VIP deal. Camp Nou is opening its doors, and Barça can finally breathe again. Coolest, the wait has been long, but we finally know why Camp Nou's return was delayed by a whole year. The original dream was November 29, 2024. Construction setbacks and late permits made it impossible. Laporta said it clearly, without deadlines, people relax. And those deadlines kept shifting. The club then looked at late 2024 and secured Montjuic until March 2025. There was also hope of returning for the Champions League knockouts, but 2 stadiums open at once was never an option. February was called realistic, but it didn't happen. In January, Barça extended Montjuic until April 23rd to try hosting El Clasico at home. In February, the big change came. The roof installation was pushed to summer 2026. By March, it was official. Barça would finish the season at Montjuic. Rumors about hosting El Clasico abroad faded, and the match stayed in Barcelona. And Barça won. The club later announced August 10th as the new Camp Nou date, but the permits were delayed again. So the first 2 home matches were played at the Joan Cruyff Stadium. Now, after the open training test and approval for 45,000 fans, Camp Nou is finally ready. The long wait is almost over. Our home is coming back. Xavi is back in the spotlight, and this time it's not on the pitch. The former coach and club legend appeared at the presentation of Nosaltres, the movement led by Victor Font, the same presidential candidate whose project Xavi supported back in the 2021 elections. The event gathered around 1,000 people at Fira de Barcelona, with Xavi sitting in front row alongside with wife and ex-Barça player Gabri. Font was backed by a whole wave of Barcelonissimo, Juan Guardiola, Amador Bernabeu, Silvio Elias, Jordi Roura, former members of Guardiola's staff and fan groups like Segment FCB and Almogavers. The bottom line, Xavi is back, and once again, he's becoming a player in the future of the club. Victor Font commented on Xavi Hernandez's appearance at the presentation of his new project ahead of the 2026 FC Barcelona elections, where Font plans to run for president again. Xavi has no intention of returning to Barça as a coach. We are building a new sporting project, and he is not part of it, Font said on El Chiringuito. At the same time, he stressed, Xavi supports us and fully shares our vision for the future of the club. Pep has spoken. In an interview with Rock One, Pep Guardiola opened the door, just a little, to a possible return to Barcelona. I'm not ruling out Barça. Life has its stages, and there are young coaches with the same enthusiasm I once had. Is it a hint? A message? A nostalgic moment? Whatever it is, it shook the fan base. Pep also looked back on his 1,000 games as a manager, picking out the highlights of an era that literally shaped modern football. Barça, the iconic 2-6 at the Bernabeu, and his second Champions League final. Bayern, the semi-final versus Atletico. We didn't reach the final, but we were the better team. City, the semi-final versus Madrid at the Etihad, the peak of the decade for him. Let's be honest, wherever he's gone, Pep has won. Bayern, Barça, City, and at City, he even delivered the historic treble in 2023, becoming a symbol of the club. But hearing him say, I'm not ruling out Barcelona, this is different. The door isn't closed, and in Barcelona, that's enough to start dreaming. Pedri is back on the grass, and yes, it's happening faster than anyone expected. The kid is in the final phase of his recovery, pushing hard to return, but don't get too excited for the Athletic Bilbao match. The medical staff are almost certain he won't be 100% ready, but the big moment? We finally saw Pedri in Barca's latest training video. He suddenly appeared in the footage and the fan base exploded. For now, he's doing light work. No sprints, no high-intensity drills. The coaches don't want to rush him or risk another setback. So no, he'll probably miss the Bilbao match. But Chelsea in the Champions League? There is a real chance. Pedri wants to return. The team is waiting, and the fans are counting the days. Luis Carrasco said that Lionel Messi's return could bring FC Barcelona over 200 million euros in just 1 year. Speaking on La Posición de Sport, Juanjo Brau stated clearly that Messi should not influence the club elections. Brau emphasized, Messi is the heritage of all Barcelona fans. No one can appropriate his image. He believes that it's the newly elected president who should make Leo an offer, not the other way around. Brau also doubts Messi would ever get involved, as he is a symbol of the club. Carrasco highlighted that Messi's comeback could generate between 200 million euros and 300 million euros in a single year. Every match in La Liga or Europe would become an event. Each game would be part of his farewell tribute. He also noted the emotional weight of such a return. Messi is a player who was meant to spend his whole career at one club. It would be an epic moment, a way to set history and the universe back in their place. Carrasco concluded, Barca fans, we are moving for Rayan. According to journalist Camp Nou, Barcelona have officially placed a 25 to 30 million euros bid for Vasco da Gama's 19-year-old sensation Rayan, one of the hottest Brazilian prospects right now. The kid is absolutely different. 17 goals this season, electric pace, fearless dribbling, and many in Brazil already call him the next big thing. European giants want him too. Arsenal, PSG, Milan, everyone's circling. And here's the key part. Deco loves him. With his background as Barca's South America scouting chief, Deco sees Rayan as a long-term piece for the club. A player who fits identity, the future, the rebuild. The race is on. Barcelona have made their move. Now we wait. Coolers, what a week. Camp Nou, elections, Pep, Xavi, Pedri, Messi, transfers. Barcelona is literally on fire right now. And if you want to follow everything even faster, even deeper, and earlier, download the Barcelona Live app. All the news, all the leaks, all the insider updates, straight to your phone, before they hit social media. Stay alert, stay obsessed, stay Barça. Because the next big story, it's already loading. Bye-bye, and Visca el Barça. Messi is a Messi is a... Sesame Street woke up. Messi is a player who was meant to spend his whole career at